Morning, Tracy.
Morning, Tracy.
So I'm here today to request, on behalf of the Conservation District Board, to reactivate our nutrient management technician position.
Any questions for Tracy? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tracy.
IT?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Tim.
IT's here requesting to ratify the purchase of the building-to-building network hardware from Ubiquity Inc. for $532.62.
Okay.
And also requesting to ratify the purchase of 3 Netgear and 8-port switches from Amazon for $524.77. These are both for the move project of the HVAC.
Any questions for Tim? Thanks, Tim.
Thanks,
Public
Tim.
safety, Greg?
Morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg.
This morning, we're just asking for approval for a proposal from Mobilcom to move our radio systems to the new backup site at a cost of $10,204. We can use our wireless legacy funds for that at no additional expense to the county. And we're also up for renewal with our Genesis mass notification system at a cost of $4,749.50.
Any questions for Greg?
I'd just like to thank Greg for allowing us to use the backup center next couple of weeks for 3 of us up there. So that's great.
Absolutely. Yep.
Thank you.
Big help.
Thank you.
Tax Claim Bureau?
Good morning.
Morning,
Christine.
I'm here asking for a request to approve payment to the Crawford County Legal Journal in the amount of $4,730 for advertisement costs. This is for the 2022 tax upset sale. It is a budgeted item, and it does get passed on to the taxpayer, like the property owners. We apply it to their
Okay.
properties. The second one is a request to approve the payment to the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $5,626.75 for the advertisement of the 2022 tax up sale as well. Same thing, it is a budgeted item and does get passed on to them.
Okay, any question for Christine?
We'll have one more coming from Titusville, I just don't have it yet. so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Correctional Facility?
Morning,
Morning, Jack.
Morning, Jack.
First off, the second item on there, B, I'd like to table for another time. Item A, requesting to ratify the payment of $2,212 Cleveland Brothers for the required annual generator test. This is a budgeted item.
Okay,
And item C, requesting to approve a maintenance agreement with STVS Secured Technology Value Solutions for the 3-year plan covering repairs and parts for the CCCF's full body scanner. Cost of this agreement for 3 years is that's administrative, it should be $25,650 paid through with commissary funds.
any questions for Jack? All right, thank you, Jack.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jack.
Crawford County Planning?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Jack.
Morning,
Morning,
Zach.
Zachary.
We're requesting approval for 4 pay applications. The first one this morning is a pay application for AMP Electric in the amount of $2,000. This is for the removal of architectural barriers at Steuben Township in August of 2022. This is paid for out of the fiscal year 2019 CDBG program. The next pay application is for AMP Electric as well. It's in the amount of $4,500 for removal of architectural barriers in Richmond Township for their August 2022 work, and it is paid out of the fiscal year 2018 CDBG program. The next pay application we're requesting is for Joseph McCormick Construction Company. The amount is $99,600. It's a partial payment for resurfacing the trail at Roach Park. It's paid for out of Vernon Township's 2020 CDBG program. And then the other portion of that partial payment is a request for a pay application to Joseph McCormick as well, in the amount of $3,172.99 for the same project. It's paid for out of their 2020, so we split it between 2 fiscal years. That will complete the Roach Park project.
Any questions for Zach?
Why are we splitting it?
Because there's not enough funding in 1 fiscal year for the entire
But-
project cost.
But they both say 2020 fiscal year.
No, it shouldn't. One should say, okay, that's an error. One should say 2020 and the other one should say 2019. I apologize.
That's all right.
I will make sure that
Whichever one,
correction.
okay, all right. That was,
Yeah.
all right,
All right,
thank you.
Thank you, Zach. County Maintenance? Welcome. You're up. I'd offer you to let you go after Sue, but I don't think you want to do that, so, not today.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Mark.
Requesting to ratify approval to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the steam trap project, for $1,431.57.
Okay,
Asking approval to pay invoices from the courthouse remodeling project, the HVAC project, for $910.25.
okay,
Requesting to ratify approval to purchase a high-temperature sump pump. This is for the boiler room in the courthouse. We had to use our backup to put in the pit, so now we need another backup for $515.82.
okay,
Requesting to pay AMP Electric. This was to handle the electrical work during Fair Week, before and after, for $26,585. This will be reimbursed by the Fair Board.
okay,
Requested to ratify approval to pay invoices from the new backup 911 center project at the fairgrounds for $98.22. And requesting approval of invoices number 9 and number 10 from Stifler McGraw and Associates. This is for professional services for the ADA ramp at the courthouse for $4,070.33.
any questions for Mark? Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Sue.
Welcome back.
We're gonna get comfortable.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Keith's over there scratching.
Okay, the first one, I'm requesting approval of the contract with EHC Advanced Services. This is Mercer County's contract to us as they're reimbursing us for the boundary spanner position and the person-centered program. Boundary spanner assists in the coordination of services between the behavioral health system and the criminal justice system for individuals with mental health diagnosis. The person-centered program is for eligible individuals who have a mental health diagnosis and are involved in some capacity with the criminal justice system. Use of these funds are intended to be short-term, one-time cost that will assist an eligible individual to quickly establish or maintain decent, safe, and affordable housing in the community. The program is maxed at $55,384. We have already contracted with the United Way of Western Crawford County for $52,615 to administer these funds to eligible individuals. We've kept the $2,769 difference for human services admin costs. Next, I'm requesting approval of the revision to the I&E report. Human Services received a late invoice for our portion of the fiscal year 2021 third quarter P Corp expense. The BFO requested that our I&Es be revised to include the expense. Therefore, the EI program's total expenses for the year increased from $612,274.83 to $613,091.59. The cost to the county for the EI program increased from $48,893.49 to $48,975.17. Next, I'm requesting approval of the revision to the HSBG I&E for fiscal year 2021, which needed to be done due to receiving the P Corp invoice late. The Bureau of Financial Operations Office has advised us to redo our HSBG I&E report for fiscal year 2021 to include this expense and submit a new retained earnings plan and a new certification statement. The HSBG report retained revenue changed from $214,895 to $210,575, a decrease in retained revenue of $4,320. The renewed Life Haven portion of the retained revenue plan was reduced from $79,295 to $74,975, a decrease of $4,320. The county match portion of 5.64% changed from $241,285 to $241,529. I'm requesting approval of the PCCD grant application for the Child Advocacy Center. This grant will be used to fund the following items: the family advocate position currently being held by Samantha Perrine, membership fees, and supplies related to the CAC. The grant will cover the period of January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023. We have requested $47,000 through this grant. The requested funding amount is fully state-funded with no county match. I'm requesting to ratify payment to the Center for Family Services for the delivery of ERAP-2 services through 9/16/22, totaling $173,945.10 with no cost to the county, all paid with ERAP-2 funds. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to Dell for a Latitude 3520 Pro Slim backpack and video adapter. This is a replacement laptop for our SOC staff member. The total cost is $1,052.09. There is no county match, all paid with SOC funds. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to McCandless Ford for repairs to car number 9. The total cost is $3,131.48. The cost to the county is $596.17. Requesting to ratify payment for a hotel stay and meals for a grandmother who is supporting a child through travel to a placement facility in Dayton, Ohio. The total cost is $170.10. The cost to the county is $34.02. Requesting to ratify payment for a hotel stay and meals for a caseworker who is transporting a child to a placement facility in Dayton, Ohio. The total cost is $144.15. The cost to the county is $32.82. Requesting approval of the CYS JP fiscal year 22-23 contract with Auberly for independent living services. The independent living maximum is based upon the $533,462 IL amount on our approval final allocation letter, less $46,876 for our estimated in-house costs. Requesting approval of the F1 amendment to the child fiscal year 22-23 contract for daycare services. This provider is located in Rhode Island, provides daycare for an infant placed in a kinship home. We received notification from the daycare provider on August 29th that their child care rates were increasing on September 6th. As such, this amendment is increasing the rate from $280 a week to $300 a week. The cost to the county is increasing by $4 a week. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Perseus House for residential services. The rates for Andromeda House and Shelter are 9.7% and 2.7% higher than the prior year. The increase is to support additional staffing, structural changes, and human trafficking curriculum and training required for specialized setting certification. The transitional living program is new for the provider this year as they took over the IL programs from Hermitage House when they closed in June. Requesting approval for the MHIDEI fiscal year 22-23 contract with Regional Counseling Center for outpatient and med management services. These are the same services as fiscal year 21-22. The rates are 2.9% higher as they match the rates that Beacon Health set for fiscal year 22-23. We were recently notified by Ocdel that they've increased the state set rates by 3%, retroactive to July 1st for EI contracts. There are 14 EI providers for fiscal year 22-23. Below includes 5 new contracts for signature and 9 already signed contracts which require an amendment. Do you want me to go through each one of those?
No.
No?
Keith, do we need to just name them, like, or not at all?
That's probably sufficient.
Name them?
Just name them, I guess.
Okay, do you
please.
need to know if they're an amendment or,
That probably wouldn't be a bad
I don't-
idea.
okay. Amanda Gadsby for contract, Ashley Mars, which is an amendment, Bliss Nutrition Services, Catherine Alfieri Darling, which is an amendment, Community Rising Therapy, which is an amendment, Kara Smith, Little Steps Physical Therapy, which is an amendment, Next Step Therapy, which is an amendment, Northwest Tri-County Intermediate Unit 5, which is an amendment, Positive Steps Therapy, amendment, Sands Speech Therapy, amendment, Shannon Criado, Sonia Ekstrom, which is an amendment, Therapy House. That's it. Lastly, I'm requesting approval of the following fiscal year 22-23 contracts, all of which have the same services and rates as fiscal year 21-22. For MHIDEI, Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, and Interim Healthcare of Meadville, professional contracts with Correll Phillips.
Any questions for Sue? Thank you.
Thank you.
You should have sent Krista this week, is what you should have done, Sue. Finance?
Good morning.
Morning, Stephanie.
Morning, Stephanie.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $54,146.24. I'm sorry, 25 cents. The first is to Community Health Services. It's the August fiscal year 2022-2023 MATP trip reimbursement. The amount is $46,446, and it runs through the MATP line item. Second is to Svets Energy Services. It's the fourth quarter energy procurement bill for 2022. The invoice number is 96722, in the amount of $1,714. Comes from Buildings and Grounds. The third is to Chad Templin. It's the DRS attorney fees. And it is invoice number 8/1/2022 in the amount of $5,486.25, and that comes from Domestic Relations. And the final is to LSSE Civil Engineering and Surveyors. It's the engineering and surveying services for a proposed tower site in Salisbury Township. The invoice number is 202207691. The amount is $500, and it's from the tower project.
Any questions for Stephanie? Thank you, Stephanie. Human Resources?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Brittany.
Brittany.
Morning, Brittany.
I'm just going to be requesting approval for the 2022 Riskini Agreement for reporting and filing of the 1095s.
Okay,
And the next one is just ratification for the payment of the Campbell, Durant, and Beatty invoice number 74599 in the amount of $6,590.65 for Special Labor Council.
okay. Any questions for Brittany? All right, thank you. Brittany.
Thank you.
Commissioners?
Morning, Gina.
Good morning.
Morning, Gina.
Consideration before I begin, something that did not make it on this agenda that should have.
Thank you.
That if you want to consider this, or if you'd like us to just ratify it next time, it is a sheriff's office item. And it's just a laptop request for their mobile, license to carry, so,
It was an addendum to the price, right, Dave? The price was higher than.
Correct. After we approved it, Tim emailed me with a higher price for the computer.
Can we make it, can we vote to add it to the agenda?
Yeah, I think if you do a separate budget, add it to the agenda.
Okay,
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
So-
either way is fine.
so if we want to do that, we can, you want to make a motion to add to the agenda?
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Dave, go ahead.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Dave.
Morning,
Dave.
Dave.
Sorry, I'm a little unprepared here. I
That's all
don't
right.
Remember the price that Tim had given me for the other computer? It was $8 something. It's like $100 more. And what had happened was, when he gave me the quotes for the equipment for the mobile license to carry, he was trying to get me a better price on the computer. When I didn't hear from him, I went and submitted it, and then after we got it approved, he sent me an email that it's actually more than what he said. It was $859 or something like that, and this one's $992
$992 is a corrected price,
is
Dave?
the corrected price. And that, again, that was coming out of the abandoned firearm sales. So
Okay, you want us to ratify that?
if you could, I'd
Okay,
appreciate it.
all right. Thank you.
Don't allow him to email you anymore.
Yeah,
Well, now he's really busy. He doesn't email you back.
he's
so.
definitely busy now. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Gina.
okay. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning,
morning,
Gina
Gina.
Chatfield.
First item I have is ratification of the temporary office lease agreement with the Economic Progress Alliance for the lease to begin on Monday, the 26th, and continue through day-to-day basis at the rate of $250 a day. And this is for the temporary rehoming of six departments of this courthouse.
Rehoming, I like that.
Okay, the next item is an Act 14 notification from Mark J. Corey and Associates for the Schaefer Road Culvert Number 2 replacement project located in Randolph Township.
Okay.
notification of a water obstructions and encroachment general permit registration for Moody and Associates for a project in South Shenango. And an Act 14 notification from LSSE Civil Engineers and Surveyors for the Meadville Wet Go 3680 project.
Okay, any questions, Regina? All right, the next meeting will be September 28th. That will actually be at the Old City Building. What's the address, Chris? I'm sorry.
894 Water Street.
894 Water Street.
984.
980, thank you, Dave.
Current one is
984.
894, old one is 984.
984 Water Street at the Old City Building. We appreciate the Meadville Medical Center for allowing us to use that facility for this meeting of the 28th coming up and the one on October 5th. Just as a reminder for those two meetings. Any public comment? Any commissioner comments? Commissioner Saw?
Nothing for me today.
Commissioner Wiederspin?
I'd just like to thank Economic Progress Alliance for working with us to help with the temporary relocation. I think that was a great answer to what we were trying to do, and it made it so everybody can still continue to work. And I think there may be a few hiccups along the way with that, but I think in general it's going to be a great solution for the next 2 weeks of temporary pain. It hopefully won't. Could be worse.
It can be worse. I'd encourage everybody to get your business done if you can, still this week. And then a reminder that you can always get your mail-in ballot application turned in at the Public Safety Building on Pine Street. That's
And I would follow up on Francis's comment that timing worked out very well for us at that facility, and they're being quite gracious in offering that to us at a drastically reduced rate.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful space. So after we leave, just let it be known that there's a great space there on the third floor of the Dillon Center if anyone's interested.
10,000 square
If we
feet.
can get everybody back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some have already said they want to stay there.
Okay. Any other business at all? If not, we'll see you on the 28th at 9:30 on Water Street, the Old City Building. Thank you.